Welcome to Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, prescribed by Dr. Harrison. I know I'm a little tattered, eyes are swollen. I'm exhausted. I've only slept for about an hour and a half since last night. And I'll share a little bit about why, and I'm going to jump all over the place with this video, but hopefully it all makes sense in the end. Last night I went to the Jamestaylor concert in the Hollywood Bowl. And, I got my Country Road t-shirt here. I'm a huge Jamestaylor fan. I mean, I've had his stuff since I was young, 15 years old or so. So anyways, during one of the video montages that came up on the stage prior to him coming out, there was a short clip where he was being interviewed, I think for Oprah's master's class. And he just said, when I come out on stage, I'm not a character. I'm not a version of myself. What you get is me. I'm completely me. And as soon as I heard that, that just struck me, because it's something that I've really been trying to be about, is just being completely me. And it's not that I am faking any situations. It was just that I wore a lot of different hats. Over here I'm coach, over here I'm dad, over here I'm hanging out with the boys, over here I'm professor. And it was, real separate masks and hats that I had to put on. And they were always me, but if you're wearing a hat or a mask, then it's you behind that, right? And stuff like this has really helped me kind of just blend all that shit together, because now I'm old enough, I've been through enough, I'm not insecure about any kind of intelligence or educational background. I'm not insecure about my life experiences and who I'm in a room with who might think differently about me because of them. I really just don't give a shit anymore, right? And that's just kind of part of becoming older, right, and a little wiser. But I still strive for that constantly just saying, when I got done with this interview over here at this magazine, was I really me, or was I putting on a little bit, right? So I'm getting better at it. I'm not exactly where I want to be yet. I'm not here on camera smoking cigarettes yet, but at some point that shit's going to happen. But let me bring this all back full circle to why this is even a point of interest here in this video. Again, I told you I'm going to jump all around here. My day yesterday was absolutely nuts. And I want to be completely real and be me about what I felt and what I went through yesterday with respect to everything that happened, and then my kids, right? Because that's why we're here, Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. So Friday morning, I had a 7 a.m. meeting, I had an 8 a.m. meeting, I had a 12:30 meeting, I then had a 3:15 meeting. Mind you, I still had to, get all of my emails done, my work done, make my video, post for social media, also pack everything for the night and kind of get ready and shower and shave and just kind of get my shit together. And so by the time I got done with all of that stuff, then it was time to shower, shave, get dressed, head over to my buddy's house with my wife and meet up with him and his girlfriend, and we were going to go see Jamestaylor at the Hollywood Bowl. We go and see Jamestaylor. Well, Sheryl Crow was filling in for Bonnie Raitt. My mom and dad came over to watch the boys, say bye to the boys, go over there, see Jamestaylor, had a beer or two. Hadn't ate anything all day because I was ripping and running, right? Just starving. But also had some other stuff planned for me and my wife later on Saturday, thinking that it would kind of be a fun adventure, not realizing just like how crazy and hectic it was going to be. So Jamestaylor gets done at 11. We finally make it back to my buddy's house by, 11:30, use the bathroom. By the time we hop in the car, it's 11:45. And then we take an hour and a half long drive to Paris, California. Get there, check into a hotel, get some food because we haven't had anything to eat all night. I haven't anything to eat all day besides some popcorn or something like that. And I wasn't about to pay, close to $50 for a meal at the Hollywood Bowl. Eat some fast food, junk food, and then the hotel room had a jacuzzi, so you got to use it, right? So use that. By the time we went to sleep, it was 2:30, but I had to be up by 4 a.m. because we were going on a sunrise hot air balloon ride. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. I've never been in one. But my mind wasn't thinking about like how exhausted are you going to be? You know, all the stuff you got to do before you go to James Taylor. Then you got to drive. Like, I just wasn't thinking. I was thinking it was going to be fun and adventurous. And anyways, we then go get to the hot air balloon ride around 4:30. Take the hot air balloon ride, which is actually pretty cool. It just doesn't feel, you know, I expected turbulence. It's nothing like that. It's just like floating. It's very calm, which makes you calm. You don't freak out the fact that you're, 4,000 feet in the air, because you're just kind of standing still there in the air. Anyways, I know I'm rambling, but I'm going to get to the point when it has to do with kids and shit. So we then leave and start to head back to Pasadena where we live. And like, one, we're exhausted. Two, we know grandparents got them and grandparents are going to let them kind of run wild. Three, like, they're going to be just waking up by the time we get home. And man, they're going to be on one. We miss you. We want some food. We want to do this. We want to play. And like, all I want to do is sleep, right? I have barely gotten any sleep today. I think I slept like maybe 2 hours from about like 1 to 3 or something like that later today. And like, it was like, oh my God, like we're kind of dreading walking back into the house, especially because we didn't really get to relax on our time away. But then feeling bad that like, oh shit, are we dreading coming home to the kids? It's okay. One, to escape the routine, to escape the craziness and the madness. Go away. Get some fresh air. Get some breath. Right? Like, you used to have a life before you had kids. You can still have a life with kids. Like, enjoy some time with your significant other and enjoy some time by yourself. Two, it's okay to be like, wow, I got to walk back into this madness. Because anyone who has kids knows that it can be madness. Like, the house is flipped upside down every 10 minutes. The people are chasing each other with scissors. Who knows what's going on, right? Someone else is trying to make their own hot meal on the stove. Like, all kind of shit happening, right? So it's okay to be like, oh man, I don't know if I'm prepared to walk into this. But you know what happens when you walk in? The kids run, give you a bunch of hugs, tell you how much they miss you. All they want to do is play with you, be around with you. Grandma and grandpa, Grampy's Nana, you guys can go. Thanks for hanging out. We had a lot of fun. You gave us a ton of sugar, let us watch TV probably till like 2 in the morning and play video games. That was awesome, but mommy and daddy are home. And then you can feel kind of shitty sometimes as a parent, like, wow, I was dreading coming home to this. I know, we still got the whole day to go, but they're showing me a lot of love. But it made me think about being gone, even though we were, on our way home with an hour and a half drive being like, oh, this is going to be crazy. While we were gone, even when we were having fun, we were thinking about the kids. We were missing the kids. And that's okay too. But when you get home and they show so much love, it made me think about whenever things get tough around the house, whenever the kids are driving you bonkers, think about what it would be like if they weren't around. Now, you might say, oh, I'll have a party and it'd be, back to the old days and a bunch of fun. Yeah, but we all know the real. You wouldn't know how much different your life would be. You wouldn't know how much of a different person you would be. Maybe for the better, maybe for the worse. Right? But you would also know that your heart wouldn't be as filled with love as it is when your kids come and give you a hug and tell you they missed you. So when things get tough and they're running around the house after giving you hugs and your eyes are puffy like this and you are feeling like you just got hit by a Mack truck and they're going a little crazy, just remember, if they weren't here, or if I lost one of them, or if I didn't have this type of love given to me on a daily basis, how much would I miss that? Right? Like, even right now, these kids are outside this door, and I agreed with them, like, hey, you guys, I got to make my video. I know you don't want to be inside, but, as long as you're quiet out here, when I'm done, we'll come out, I'll spray you down with the hose, we'll have some fun with the water, because it is hot as hell over here. But, of course, that's not lasting too long. But even, I love those dudes. I couldn't imagine my life without them. And it's something to be able to stop and think about when you start getting upset and pissed off at them not listening. I'm not saying that it's not okay to get angry. Of course. We're human beings, right? But when the, going gets kind of tough, get going by thinking about, well, would I rather not have them around? I probably think you know the answer to that. And even though I'm a little hazy today because I'm just exhausted, I want to round this out coming back to Jamestaylor, because he said something else during his set that was absolutely brilliant. He said, the hardest challenge for him was the work-life balance, because he plays music the same way he parents. He's completely present. Completely present. And so going out on the road to tour was a tough thing for him. And I think to myself, all the stuff I want to do, how difficult is that going to be? But when I am home, to be completely present with them. When we made this video, they came and set stuff up for me. And they're waiting for me right now so we can play water. And just talking about this makes me want to make sure I'm even more present by going and doing that with them right now. So that's what I'm going to go do. So I know there might be a lot of stuff covered in this video. I know I might have rambled for a while. But hopefully you took at least 1 point out of a bunch of good shit I said here today. And I know I took some great points from last night, today, especially about unapologetically being me. So, a little bit of parenting, a little bit of self-actualization, self-development, self-enhancement, whatever you want to call it. But just some thought and reflection. So now, I'm going to go throw some water on these kids, hopefully wear them out so they pass out, so I can go to sleep super early today. I mean, I'm trying to be in bed by like 7 p.m. Getting old, man. All right, folks, that's Doc's Daily Dose for Dads. Don't forget to hashtag Doc's Daily Dose for Dads, hashtag 4D, all social media at rebirthbx. Hit the subscribe button. I love it when people subscribe. I appreciate it. It means you're showing me a bunch of love. Anyone who's even watching, I appreciate it, man. Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music, you can find everything, including some great, dope photography pictures I've taken on the website, rebirthbx.com. Yeah, I'll get back to you tomorrow. Enjoy your day. I want to go enjoy my bed.